Welcome to All Four Songs, a show about songwriters, featuring songwriters. This is the 7th episode. Today, Tim O'Brien will be joining us. Very stoked about that. And Tom Hamilton, also stoked on that. But we're going to have some laughs, maybe some tears. Hope you're all having a lovely day. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Tim O'Brien song, More Love. This is a great song. It feels like a good message for us and all people, all times. Good job, Tim. This song I've never played before for people, but I play on my own a lot because I think a lot of times when I sit down to write a song, I play this song first, or I try to write it again. It's always in my head because it's so darn good. So I hope I do it justice since Tim's going to join us here. I'm so close to you, baby, but I'm so far away. There's a silence between us, and there's so much to say. You're my strength, you're my weakness, you're my faith, you're my doubt. We gotta meet in the middle, work this thing out. More love, I can hear our hearts crying. More love, I know that's all you need. More love to flow in between us, to take us and hold us and lift us above. If there's ever an answer, it's more love. We're afraid to be idle, so we fill up our days. We run on a treadmill, keep slaving away, till there's no time for talking about troubles in mind, and the doors are all closed between your heart and mine. More love, I can hear our hearts crying. More love, I know that's all we need. More love to flow in between us, to take us and hold us and lift us above. If there's ever an answer, it's more love. Just look all around us, people fighting all the war. They think they'll be happy if they settle the score. Well, let's lay down the weapons that hold us apart. Be still for just a minute and try to open our hearts. More love, I can hear our hearts crying. More love, I know that's all we need. More love to flow in between us, to take us and hold us and lift us above. If there's ever an answer, it's more love. I can hear our hearts crying. More love, I know that's all we need. More love flow in between us, to take us and hold us and lift us above. If there's ever an answer, it's more love. That song I think has been on a number of recordings for Tim live and otherwise, but Tim O'Brien and Daryl Scott Real Time is perhaps one of my favorite records of all time. I, in fact, recall buying it on CD more than one time because I lost it. Yeah, it's a great record. If you've never listened to it, I highly recommend it. The Dixie Chicks also recorded that song, I believe. So I asked for some requests today. More Love was one of them, actually, from my friend Nick, who suggested I reached out to Tim O'Brien, and he said yes. So I'll request. I'm actually doing it. I'm going to do the request, people. There was a lot of skepticism. Luckily, I only have to pick a few of the requests. That makes it a little easier. So I'm going to do Bottle Dry also, and it's sort of relevant here because I remember when Dave and I wrote it, I wanted to go for this Daryl Scott, Tim O'Brien duet thing, like on this album, Real Time. And, you know, I listened to Real Time twice today, and it occurred to me that it's very much a harmony part like they would do on that record, because we were trying to be cool like them. So I remember Dave reminded me when he was on the show a couple weeks ago that we wrote this song after we were at the Wheatland Music Festival in after we were at the Wheatland Music Festival in northern Michigan at my house in Kalamazoo. We were a bar band still, and we were trying to find our place, making a living, playing music, and we had decided as a band we were going to move to North Carolina, to Asheville, and that we would be discovered or something, which I don't think is how it works. I guess it depends on who you are, but we did not move there, but this song has some references to that. So believe it or not, it's the first time I've ever sung it without Dave, which was tricky for me to learn today. I know the words, hypothetically. We'll see if I can sing the melody correctly. Can't make a living. Don't make me feel alive. Won't spend my time counting things that make me cry. Home is empty, bottle dry, but I'm packed and ready for another lonesome ride. Walking along, watching those cars fly by, thinking about heading south of the town. Home is empty, bottle dry, but I'm packed and ready for another lonesome ride. I will all the liquor I already drank. What is left, I'll leave behind. Home is empty, bottle dry, but I'm packed and ready for another lonesome ride. This path I'm on don't lead me home. can't make a living. Don't make me feel alive. I won't spend my time counting things that made me cry. Home is empty, bottle dry, bottle dry. But I'm packed and ready for another lonesome ride. Home is empty, bottle dry. Well, I got most of it, I think. Yeah, Bottle Drive. Dave and I wrote that together. We did not move to North Carolina. It was hard for me to not sing my own part. It's like I was singing the Tim O'Brien part, not the Daryl Scott part. So I'm going to see if Tim is ready to join us. I'm so excited. Tim O'Brien from Hot Rise, from Tim O'Brien Band. Let's see if we can find him in here. Tim, are you in there? Did you request to join? Can I search these? I'm looking for Tim, y'all. None of my buttons are working, mysteriously. Well, there's the rest of my room. Sorry for the delay here, folks. Go live. Okay, we got Tim O'Brien coming in here. Once a Colorado native. Well, not native, but he lived here. I'm waiting on him. Other great Tim O'Brien records that we used to listen to. Greensky used to listen to a lot of Tim O'Brien and Hot Rise in the van back in the days of driving around in vans together and listening to the same music together. And I think like right around 2004 or 5 when we were touring a lot, the album Traveler came out. And it says I'm still waiting on you here, Tim. And we listened to that album a ton in the vans. Man, I don't, maybe my phone's doing some weird stuff here because it keeps cutting in and out of the buttons. Where'd you go, Tim? There you go. Go live with Tim. Tim O'Brien and I also play the same kind of mandolin. We both play Nuggets from Michigan. We've definitely geeked out about this before. Sorry about this, Tim. I don't know what's going on. It keeps saying waiting for you. We got time, right, people? Happy Sunday. Cheers. Having a mimosa. It's fruity. It feels like I went out to brunch, but I'm just here. Tim, maybe I'm going to just restart the show real quick. There you are again. Because it's not letting me click on this stuff. See, hence the double click there. Go live with Tim. Waiting for Tim. Hey, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, y'all. I'm going to just restart my live thing to see if it's glitching on my end, because it keeps saying I'm waiting for him and it's not working. So just come right back.
Are we there? Hey.
Oh, there he is.
Hey.
Thanks to me. Thanks to me.
Thanks to my partner, Jan.
You know,
a lot of trial and error.
It was doing some weird stuff on my end. So yeah, as the host, I take the fall, you know.
Well, it's my very first Instagram live experience. So so far so good. We're connected, so you know.
Yeah, you don't even do Instagram.
I didn't ever look at Instagram till this morning. So it's great.
It's cool.
Music makes a community.
It's cool that it allows us to do this. This is the only way I've figured out how to really be able to do it. So it's nice to see you, man. I have been enjoying listening to your music, getting pumped up to talk to you about it.
All right, man. How's things in Denver? Is it good weather out there?
It's hot. It's like in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had our 80-degree day here, and it's supposed to be a hailstorm or some kind of high winds coming in a minute. We'll see what happens.
Man, you guys are getting hit with all sorts of weather.
But it's nice to be in the springtime. It's like a nice trend in the middle of the COVID pandemic, you know. It's a nice trend to have spring come.
Yeah, and be able to get out of the house.
Get out of the house. Jan's planted a beautiful garden, and so we're kind of protecting body and soul. And, you know, he's been hanging around playing music around the house.
Great.
How about you?
I've played music in that house with you. I came to your birthday party one time. I think I might have been the first time I met you, actually.
Yeah, that was quite a day.
Yeah, it was fun. It was my
60th birthday party.
Yeah, I put a Kalamazoo pin in the map in your hallway. Probably not the only one, I bet.
All right.
So, yeah, man, I just looking back, you know, Nellie Kane, what a bluegrass classic. I think when I first started playing bluegrass, I was probably dumb and thought it was a traditional tune. It's so popular.
We kind of wanted it to sound like a traditional tune. You know, that was on the first Hot Rise record, and we were trying to write songs that would sound good alongside traditional bluegrass, you know. And so that's one of the first ones that we recorded. That was it was a good idea, it turned out. A lot of people sing that song at campgrounds and stuff. That means it's a bluegrass hit.
Yeah, I've done it myself. I've even played it at a show or something.
Awesome.
I like the Hot Rise vibe, too. It seems kind of similar to what we thought as a young bluegrass band, that we wanted to honor the bluegrass but do it our way.
Yeah.
We went a little bit more our way, away from bluegrass than Hot Rise. But
well, you got to do it your way or it won't be real, you know, I think. And it's I hope that's good if we inspired you to do that, because, you know, if you're playing music, it's got to be from your heart and it's got to be something that you understand. And so, but bluegrass is a great sort of jumping off place. Definitely. You know, it's a great instrumentation lineup. You know, everything sort of works together real sweet. Yeah, just by its balance, its natural balance, you know.
It's fun. The mandolin roll of being the snare drum is pretty fun. I've learned to really love it and appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Awesome. You guys, your whole band, did your whole band live in Denver?
Hot Rise was... Sorry.
We got a little lag time. Did I lose you?
No, I got you.
Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, so when you were writing you guys were all writing for Hot Rise, you were trying to write bluegrass, and then did that kind of change for you as you started to explore different styles of music for your solo stuff?
Yeah, I guess when we started recording, it was obvious that it would be good to have original songs, and I started writing songs just to write songs too at the same time. I'd already been doing that when I was, you know, teenager, playing the guitar, you know, put my head on the guitar and make up little melodies and some words and stuff. And so, but yeah, a lot of stuff, I opened up to whatever was possible as time went on, I guess. And there were some songs that weren't really good for Hot Rise to sing, and they'd sit around. So I made some solo records, and then, but really two of the songs that Hot Rise recorded were the first ones that got picked up in Nashville. And one was Walk the Way the Wind Blows, and the other one was Untold Stories. And I wrote both those to sing with Hot Rise, and but Kathy Mattea had a great way of doing them for country radio, and so that kind of gave me an entry to. It gave me, I guess, encouragement to write more songs, just to spend my time doing that, because I had a growing family, and it seemed like that would be the best way to support them. But I like doing it, you know.
Yeah.
I like writing songs.
Did you move to Nashville then when that door kind of opened up for you and start writing more there?
Several years later, not till '96, and but yeah, it started. I guess I started getting some cuts. It was like '89, I think, or actually '88. I think I had "Walk the Way the Wind Blows" for Kathy, and it got to top 10. Cool. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, it was really cool. And you know, the publishing, you know, getting a song published was it was a dream come true. You know, and get somebody else to sing my song.
Yeah, I myself have fantasized about it. I think I remember telling my dad one time when I was in one of the conversations where I was convincing him that this is a real job, about like about Daryl Scott, you know, and like some of his publishing credits, and I was like, you probably never even heard of this guy, Dad, but he's like a big deal, and this kid's so cool, and I had to get one of those, but
yeah, no, just a little bit of that really goes a long way. To get a little kind of, you know, an endorsement by somebody. It makes you think, well, maybe I can keep doing this. And I have kept doing it. I also sort of mostly wrote the songs that I felt like writing. I didn't really ever feel pressured. I got signed up with a publishing company somewhere along in there, and they never said, we need more songs. They never said we need a certain kind of song. They said, just keep doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And so I'd write songs when I felt like it, when I get a good idea, and I might schedule some time or co-write in Nashville and stuff. But mostly I was making songs for myself to sing. And luckily I had enough of them that other people wanted to sing.
Yeah, you're like you say, too, if you're doing it the way you like it, then it's probably true and real. So people heard
it's got to start there.
Yeah.
It definitely has to start there, I'd say.
Well,
so I got my bazooka.
I wondered what you'd play because you play so many instruments. You want to play us a song and then we'll chat some more?
Yeah, I got a record that came out in '99, and it's been out of print for a while, and it's coming back now. Just came out again, called The Crossing.
Oh, I listened to it yesterday. Yeah, it's such a good record, man.
But I wrote this song about a guy that promoted bluegrass near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. His name was Rod McNeil, and he was the treasurer of the Moose Lodge in Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, and he was kind of a wheeler dealer dude. He kind of worked the thing out where he got these bluegrass concerts to come in, and he would get a lot of people to join up to be members of the Moose Lodge as a result, because they could get cheaper tickets. He knew bluegrassers were loyal, and so he'd get these people to become members of the Moose Lodge, and pretty soon he had all these bluegrass fans that were coming every Friday and Saturday night to see shows. You know, I played in there with like Larry Sparks and the Lonesome Ramblers, and I don't know, all kind of different bluegrass bands, Cobells. It was always a fantastic time. And like bluegrass music makes a community. Just the act of making music, it kind of brings people together. But you have to have a venue, and you have to have somebody that's willing to, you know, sort of do the logistical stuff. And Rod was the guy. He had he was kind of sort of charismatic dude. And when he died, they tried to keep that thing going, but then it just kind of all died because he wasn't the charismatic guy wasn't there anymore, and it just fizzled out. I'm going to pull this mic out of here. Mm-hmm. I'll sing this song with Rod McNeil. I make my living from a portrait I made. That's all right. I make my living from a circuit I made out of trial and error and gigs that I played. It might be the money or the town that it's in, but mostly it's people make come back again. There was one little place just a little old Moose Lodge. The crowd was okay, but you never got rich from the money they paid. Now it's mostly been silent since Rod was around, but that place used to ring with the bluegrass sound. I'll never forget the way he made me feel. He made a big man with a big heart named Rod McNeil. He might have ride tired and down in a gloom, but he'd buy you dinner and then pay for your run. Peter Rowan would hug him, call him his dad, and that day the lonely road wasn't so bad. Well, I saw this and said that I'd buy it for 10. Didn't I, Marty? He'd say with a grin, and I keep that toy fiddle on my windowsill to remind me of Rod, those Rapersburg hills. Well, it's mostly been silent since Rod was around, but that place used to ring with the bluegrass sound. I'll never forget the way he made me feel. He was a big man with a big heart, named Rod McNeil. A big man with a big heart, named Rod McNeil. That's today's version there.
Yeah, it's the first time we've ever had harmony on the show, so that's nice.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. I don't know if Jan made it onto the screen. Were you on there? I would have my eyes closed.
I saw her hair a little bit. Hi, it's nice to see you.
Hi.
It's kind of good. You can go in there and kind of look at, see, I can see around your room. It's kind of a nice place you got.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
It's nice to hear the story about that song, man. I think I always, I know that guy, I feel like, you know, I've played a lot of gigs. And
yeah, like when, sometimes it just, it'll go away.
Sorry.
It'll go away when the guy goes away, you know, like bluegrass societies. A lot of times somebody will be the main spearhead and put on the festival every year after year after year, and then finally they get burned out. And if nobody comes forward and can grab that, it all dies. And when it's a one-man show like Rod, it was, you know, it was really a shame when he died. But he still got fans. Like he's like the music, the guy that promotes the show, you know, the audience, they're all a big part of the music. And without him and that link, it just kind of fizzled. So it's like we all need each other.
he was like your Bill Graham.
Yeah, he's like a Bill Graham. He's like a mini Bill Graham.
Man, I guess I wanted to ask a little bit about Real Time. I just love that record. You and Daryl singing together is so amazing. Was a lot of that material co-written, or did you each write stuff and bring it?
We co-wrote some things. Actually, I don't know if there's more than one. We did Walk Beside Me. We had that song. And I don't think we had any other co-writes. Yeah, we had played a lot of gigs together. And it was, we wanted to get to the place that we had when we first started playing, which is, we initially were going to go on tour, and he was going to play a set, and I was going to play a set, and we might play together a little bit. And after the first night, we just played together the whole time, and we didn't have a set list, and we didn't call him, and it didn't matter what I played; he would follow it just fine. And we same way with what he played, and then we had this big meeting of the minds at sort of a common repertoire at Hank Williams and stuff like that. So we were able to sort of just have these really jammy kind of free concerts early on, and we wanted to grab that, but we didn't have the material like that, so we kind of found some stuff, and I guess I grabbed stuff that I had sort of laying in a pile, and so did Daryl, but we did write at least Walk Beside Me together. Yeah,
Double Mandolins. I played that song with Railroad Earth and sang it.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
a bunch of those songs I've sang and played. Helen of Troy, Pennsylvania, has always been a fun song for me. Did Daryl write that one?
Yeah, Daryl wrote that one, and I'd heard that one before, and he always wanted to play it with 2 banjos, so that was a fun thing for us to get both banjos going.
You never would believe somebody if they said there's this song with 2 banjos that's so sexy.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, that record was, it came out hopefully like we wanted it to, which is kind of, a pretty loose jam, but singing with him is really, it's a lot of power. He's an incredible rhythm player and lead player, but his singing such a, I don't know, he's a life force kind of coming out of him from the, center of the earth or something, kind of springing out at you.
It is, and yours as well. When you're singing harmony with him, you're both doing all these such creative harmony singing. That song I played before you came on, I usually sing the high harmony, and it's kind of like an echoey call and response thing, like I've heard you do so often with Hot Rise and him do with you. Inspired me to do that. So thanks for the tricks.
Well, that's cool, man. You got to steal from the best, Yeah. You got to face it like Dr. John says, some interviewer saying, you got James Booker, and you got Professor Longhair, and you got Alan Toussaint. He said, yeah, you got to face it, man. Your own shit ain't that great. You got to steal. You got to steal.
So what's do you write on all the instruments? Because you certainly do play them all.
Well, I write on the mandolin and the guitar, I guess, and I used to have a bass around the house. Sometimes I'd write on the bass, but it got to be taking up too much room. And I mess around on the piano, but yeah, I kind of go back and forth. I started playing the bouzouki kind of to get at something that I didn't know, and it's like a mandolin, but it's different things sound better. Different things sound good on it. It kind of gets me back to simple things, and sometimes playing the banjo will be that way because I don't know how it works. Find simple things that sound good to me, and then I can start new again. Kind of be a beginner again. But I used to tune my guitar different for that reason.
That's a
just
great
to
trick.
Try that.
Great trick. Most mandolin players I find write on the guitar, but I thought maybe you might be a mandolin writer.
Yeah, I wrote a song on. I've written some songs on the mandolin that I probably wouldn't have written on the guitar because they end up being more like fiddle tune kind of things, And
you might tell them that.
But we have a storm, and if anything happens, it'll be because there's a storm.
The lights are flickering.
The lights are flickering. We're on a battery so far.
I thought I saw something. I hope it's
the
not
Wi-Fi
like that last storm.
The Wi-Fi might go away, so we'll see what happens.
Well, we won't stretch it out too long. I wanted to ask you too. Do you feel like has your writing process changed? I mean, I suspect you think you've gotten better since you were a teenager and started, but has your process been kind of similar through all these types of music and all these records you've made, or?
Yeah, it kind of goes in cycles. I get to a point where I'm kind of grumpy because I don't have any new songs, and I might haven't written any, and so then until I write one, I'm really kind of unhappy. So I got to do it. It's a weird feeling. Mm-hmm. I'm sort of project driven. Like I'll make a record and then go tour, and then I'll be loose for a while and lay fallow for a while, and then I'll write then. Kind of neat.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Tim is frozen for me. I don't know. I see a comment just came in, so hypothetically I'm not frozen. He could still be able to hear us. Oh.
I can hear you, but
I'll type it.
Yeah, tell him more.
Oh, I see you now.
Oh, okay.
You lost your power?
Yeah, we lost power, so we could turn the Wi-Fi off and maybe we can use the signal. But
no, you're coming through right now. Why don't you?
Oh, here it is.
Oh,
here it is.
Why don't you go ahead and play us one so we don't lose you too soon?
All right. All right.
Thank you so much.
It's like 50 mile per hour winds here. It's like crazy storming.
I hope everybody stays safe. A lot of love for Nashville.
When I put him back, very good.
Here's a little story and it goes like this. She just betrayed. I got the wrong key.
I
Here's a little story and it goes like this. Jesus betrayed by Judas' kiss. Jesus needs him, don't you see? In the midnight garden of agony, midnight garden of agony. Says there's a job I gotta do. I'm gonna need a little help from you. I'm gonna free this world from sin. Somebody gonna have to turn me in. Somebody gonna have to turn me in. I never knew. Never saw that coming, no one ever knew. Gonna bow my head and say your name. I'm just a pawn in a big game. Just a pawn in a big game. Had me friends in a big old band. They were looking for a fiddler to lend his hand. They had all the girls, had the cocaine too. I took out my fiddle, played on all I knew. I took out the fiddle, played on all I knew. Never got that gig, even though I tried. Well, it's just as well that I might have died. Things aren't always what they seem. When you walk in a fog and you live in a dream. You walk in a fog and you live in a dream like me. Father, forgive me, I never knew. Never saw that coming, no, I never do. Gonna bow my head and say your name. Just a pawn in a bigger game. Just a pawn in a bigger game. There's a little bee buzzing around a flower. There's no idea about its finest hour. There's no idea about the greater scheme. Just sucking up nectar for the queen. Sucking up nectar for the queen. And that first time you spoke to me, never knew how big our love could be. How far love could go. Where it ends, you'll never know. Where it ends, we'll never know. Father, forgive me, I never knew. Never saw that coming, no, I never do. I wanna bow my head and say your name. I'm just a pawn in a bigger game. Just a pawn in a bigger game. Just a pawn in a bigger game. Now we got through it without the lightning stopping us. All right.
We got through it, man. It got a little glitchy at times. That song's called "Pawn in a Bigger Game," or
it's called "Father Forgive Me."
Father Forgive Me. For people who go out and listen to one of the verses, got a little weird. Sounded like you were playing a MIDI synth, but
It
is really rocking and rolling outside. It's insane. Anyway, yeah, I need to hook the mic back.
I hope you stay safe, and I hope the wind doesn't get as crazy as it's been there. Thanks for all the great.
It's really great to be with you for a little bit of time here. It's rare to see one of my old buddies. Yeah. Thank you, man.
I'll come visit soon, man. As soon as we can.
All right. Take care. Okay.
Take care, Tim.
See you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Hopefully Nashville weather doesn't get too crazy for them. Thanks to Tim O'Brien. He's a big hero of mine. I feel like I could have probably asked questions for another half hour. It would only let us go for 15. But, man, if you're not familiar with Tim O'Brien, there's a lot of music out there for you to listen to. Hot Rise, Tim O'Brien with Daryl Scott. He did a Bob Dylan album called Red on Blonde. That's phenomenal. We played the version of Senior and Forever Young that he came up with. He's an amazingly nice dude, and he has a real nice nugget mandolin. I like him. Okay. Tim O'Brien. we're going to take a quick break here, start over again, and then we'll get Tom Hamilton to play some music for us. Yeah, Red Knuckles. Someone says Red Knuckles also. I was going to talk about that too. Hot Rise used to have an alter ego band. They would go out on tour and play one set of bluegrass as Hot Rise and then come back out dressed up in some ridiculous cowboy attire and have a good time playing country rock and roll. Okay. Maybe Tim O'Brien will come back sometime, or we'll do one in person someday in Nashville or something. So stay tuned. In just a minute, I will start again, and we'll get Tom Hamilton, and I will play another request from the request line. Cheers.